And look at all the construction cranes building towards the sky. Look at that. You talk about looking fabulous. Welcome to ATL. Can't wait to start breaking out the camera once again when these cranes finish the buildings. Not to mention that, they just broke ground on a 700 footer. And it's going to take a couple years to build, to complete. I mean, look at that. Next to the NCR building, that condo building, they got trees on top. Talk about reaching towards the sky. When are they going to start building like this in downtown Atlanta again? You're going to say that's what the Gulch is for, so they can fill it in towards the sky, equalize the skyline. Of course, you can't ride through ATL on a Sunday at 11 o'clock without going 20 miles an hour. That new hotel that they built in downtown Atlanta on the right, you can barely see it. They said it was going to dominate that side of the skyline. Well, they tried at least, right? It's got that parapet that looks almost like the Hilton over here on the left, around the curve. Oh, they got cute puppies in the back of the truck, in front of us. They're in the crate. They're chilling. They get to see Atlanta skyline for the first time. They're from California. Look at that. Hey guys, what's up? They're excited. Look at them. Their daddy is taking them through downtown ATL. You get to see what ATL is all about. You know, the art pieces out here. The buildings. The vases on God's coffee table. Curio cabinet. See, when you see dogs like that sitting in the back, even when you're going through hell sometime, you know, like sitting in ATL traffic, you see dogs in somebody's vehicle like that while you're sitting in traffic, it takes away the feeling of hell. It does. Brings back the feeling of heaven. I guess that's why so many people have dogs in the city, you know, and walk them up and down the streets, in the parks. So there's always the feeling of heaven. Last day of vacation before I have to go into work tomorrow. Got to get that country feel in, you know. Ride the mountain bike around some dirt road or something. Away from it all. There it goes. The Purina plant. Over there on the left. Why is that so significant? Because it's exactly 59 miles from where I need to be right now. Exactly 59 miles. how do I know it's 59 miles? Straight shot. Well, you know that red leash that I got on my kayak? I stretched it out as far as it would go. The little Purina leash that I found in the woods one day. Decided to use it as a leash for the kayak, like a pull string, like a rope for the kayak. You know which one I'm talking about. Well, I took it out a few months ago and stretched it out as far as it would go. And it measured out at exactly 59 inches. So then I tried something spiritual, something kind of weird. I measured from the Purina plant to a very specific location. And to my surprise, it was exactly 59 miles. Just scaled up differently. From inches to miles. It's the longest mile in history at 80 miles an hour. I mean, all I'm going to do is just park someplace and ride the bike and walk around on a dirt road. An asphalt path around a very special lake. Looks like we're going to have some people behind us. Welcome to the little tiny community known as Whitesville, Georgia. We've been here several times. Well, during my filming stages. I remember when my mom broke down right here one night, way back in like 83, 84. I'll never forget it. It's going to be about 96 degrees out here today. That's your typical Southwest Georgia type weather. I'm just going to cut through some paths, that's it. Walking areas I haven't walked in nearly 35 years. Used to play out here all the time back in the day. I remember the first back injury I ever had was behind this house right here. We were playing football and one of the guys lifted me up like we're doing WCW, and another guy came to knock me down while another guy was holding me up in the air. That's when it all started with the back problems. drive around first, then I'm going to park, and I'm just going to walk. I'm going to drive, bike, and walk. Who knows how many blackberry bushes we're going to be coming across. Like it's 1985 all over again. 1989. Let's hope we don't run into any rattlesnakes, because they are abundant out here in this part of GA. Surprising how we never ran into any when we were kids, you know. Now these days, I just see them spread out all over the road. Not killed or anything like that, but, you know, chilling. See, this is that kind of place where everybody comes out. I mean, this is the kind of place, what I'm trying to say. This is the kind of place where people who are sitting on the couch right now watching TV, because they're so far away from anything. I mean, the place to go was the Family Dollar down the road. The Dollar Tree, whatever it was. Dollar General. And the gas station. It's like the only place to go. Well, besides church. But this is that type of community where if they hear something coming down the road, it could be anything. Everybody runs up to the front door, the screen door, and they just stand there and watch. It's that type of community out here. So me just driving through here, somebody's going to come out on their front porch and just watch. Because they're not used to seeing cars drive around, especially cars they haven't seen before. Yeah, it's my grandpa's old spot right here. I don't know if I'll be able to get in. I don't know if the owners are here today. They're about to come out too. Remember everything like it was yesterday. I mean, all these stories I gotta tell, they're meaningful to me though. I mean, there's like a trailer over here. We used to come and exploring all the time. How we didn't come across rattlesnakes, I don't know. It's amazing how long something can last. Just like the telephone pole. Thing's been here for 40 years, 50 years. At least since the early 70s. And I used to take rocks on the dirt road right here and try to hit those little metal boxes. It made the weirdest UFO sounding noise you could ever imagine though, when you hit the aluminum cord. You're gonna say, try to do that thing today. No, I get judged off the planet. Yep, there goes the well right there. The well for the house right here. Things have grown up quite a bit. Nothing can grow underneath now. I mean, there's plenty, but it's more sporadic than it used to be a long time ago. I mean, a long time ago was nothing but green grass up to the neck. Every house has a memory though. That old bridge out here that they took away right after we moved out. And the beavers have now turned into a flood zone. They have turned into a wetland. Quiet community for real. You talk about heavenly. I mean, it's that type of place where you have to get over to the side when somebody's coming in the opposite direction. Now, you know you're deep out in the country when you're in a community like that. When they haven't widened the road around the lake in 50 years. Oh, here we go. See? I'm just trying to get an idea about the place so far. Because this is the kind of place, I told you before, coming out here, I don't know how many times I told you this, but this is that kind of community where the dogs are not on leashes. They just let them chill on the front porch. They just let them chill in the front yard. And you come riding by on a bike? You come walking by? You might be done for. Hey, there's a chestnut tree. I know you heard that dog. Let's hope they're on the other side of the fence. Get nervous with every moment because I've got to park down here. It's the only place to park. Oh, they're packed. Oh, wow, look at that. They're going to say, welcome to today's sermon. Let me think about this. I don't want to throw up any red flags. I'm just going to get out and walk around a little bit. Try to chill today. I gotta hear that crunch underneath the feet. For the first time in a while. I'm afraid to turn on the vehicle. It's almost like the check engine light doesn't come on until you try to restart it. And then it doesn't restart. Let's go ahead and do it. All right. So far, so good. Don't mind that blinking light. That's just a low pressure light. That always comes on in this vehicle. Even those times when I had the pressure up to 61%, 61 PSI. The guys at the tire place thought the tires were going to explode. I was like, that light's always on. I'm going to add some Da Vinci style pressure to the tires. Looks like we're going to be throwing up some red flags all day today. I don't think I'm going to park in this one location all day. I got to wait for the church parking lot to clear out. I'm just going to take a stroll around. That's it. Let's hope we don't get attacked. Talk about bringing back memories. I mean, the big plan for the day, I don't know if I can do it though, is to come back in increments, and record as the sun goes through the sky. The earth rotates to give us that different lighting effect that I remember when I was a child, a long time ago. The time's running through here at 8:05 on a hot summer day. Too bad I missed the morning though, with all the morning glories exposed out here. And I remember where every last one of them was. Here comes our first car. So many stories about this place. The funny thing is, when it comes to life and life experiences, so much can happen, so much that you remember. In places like this, you can remember so much, a lot. And it makes life eventful. I remember this one time I was walking right through here when I was like 7, 8 years old. One hot summer day, and I found like a baby snapping turtle. I didn't know it was a snapping turtle at that time, It was like a little black turtle. And I was walking through the zone right here, about this perfect exact location, and the thing bit my thumb. I can't remember whose thumb it was. I think it was the left thumb. And I tried to shake him off, and I shook him into the woods over here. Looked like somebody cut into my thumb with a razor blade. You're going to say, why don't you do some community service? I'll think about it later. Hot summer heat in Harris County. Those probably came from my grandpa's place. I don't want to get in trouble out here. We used to get in trouble a lot, for real. I mean, it was like innocent kid trouble though. You do stuff because you don't know better. You don't know any better. We used to always have a lot of stray dogs come around the house, a lot of stray cats. Everybody's house was like a farm. I think he's coming this way. That was the same guy on the motorcycle. Yeah, he's coming this way. I look so suspicious out here. I mean, because everybody just stays inside the house, that's it. Or comes out and do lawn work and stuff. They don't come out walking Da Vinci style. So it's try to remember the past. There he is. Dude's on his front porch, smoking. Okay, walking out here looking all crazy. Hey, they cut a trail through the woods. No, this is not the trail you're thinking about that I told you about. This just cuts through to the downside down here. He's probably going to see the vehicle. He's going to turn back around. Let's go look at it. Yeah, that's him slowing down. He sees the vehicle on the road. And so will these guys right here. Ain't nothing like the country though. I mean, it's like everything is a red flag. Because everybody knows who everybody is. Now that car is going to pull next to that motorcycle because they both noticed the vehicle. And they're talking right now. Hey, you see that red vehicle up there? On the road? Whose is it? I don't know, I've never seen it before. Yeah, I don't know if I can get down here though. I mean, it's not like we own the land anymore, you know. Looks like the cut through has been grown up. Well, my brother caught the woods on fire back in 1985. He caught the woods on fire back here by playing with matches and my invention kit. I told you that story one time. Had one of those little orange matchbox car holder things, and it was full of like engines and stuff like that. Things I used to deconstruct at like 6 and 7 years old. And he found some matches. The only thing that was left not burning out here was the box itself. It looked like a bomb went off. The box was open. The place was still smoldering. And all you would see is a box in the middle of the woods. Wide open with wires and stuff hanging out. Yep, there we go. So basically they had to come up here. Excuse my sinuses. They had to come up here with a bulldozer and cut a path through the woods to cut the flames off. Man, things look so much smaller the older you get. We're practically right next to my grandpa's yard. Wait, this is the path. This is the path. It goes right here. And they cut it to the right here. Here's the original path. They had to cut it to the right and back down to cut the flames off. This part's brand new. Don't mind me, I'm just bumping my gums. So I can look back at this video when I'm in my 90s. Like a narration. Make sure nobody's standing around us. people can appear out of nowhere. Yeah, this is the original bulldozer path right here. Every time I saw it from the road, it always helped me remember that. Wonder if the birds are still coming out. I mean, a long time ago, this is where I used to sit when my grandpa used to take me into LaGrange, downtown LaGrange, to buy bird seed. And I used to come sit down here, underneath these trees, and put bird seed on the branches and leaves. You know how kids are. And I just sat there waiting to see if they were going to bite, if they were going to come or not. It's my grandpa's old shed right here, the original one. Surprised we didn't come across rattlesnakes in that place. The only thing that I came across when I was a child was a kitten wrapped up in the tarp in the corner. Oh crap, that scared the crap out of me. He's got pet chickens right here. I thought they were dogs about to come after me. Cute. At least that's not a rattlesnake. Just a vine. One of the many reasons I wanted to come by today is to ride my mountain bike down through this. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to come back. That pile of concrete you're looking at is from the driveway. The driveway that dropped off like 5.5 feet. The one that I rode my bike off of, that ruined my back for life. This is it. And I wanted to ride my bike through the same path to try to take things back, you know. To kind of reverse it. You know, the memory of it. Yeah, that day I technically kept on going. I did. The kickstand was in the way. You know, the old school bikes with the press back brake pedals. The kickstand was in the way. And I went overboard. Yeah, it's been demolished ever since. I'd say the owners took this thing down about 4 or 5 years ago. But it'll be nice to ride the mountain bike in that same path. to try to release that negative energy. Those are problems with the back. I don't know what good it's going to do. It's just I'm spiritual. Some of the time you have to come back and do things backwards. Kind of redo it, no matter how old you are. Some of the time you got to come back and redo things. It might make a huge difference. Who knows? I could probably wake up tomorrow morning as if nothing ever happened. I know what you're probably going to say. You're going to say, but trekking through those woods on that old path where the bulldozer had to cut through might catch the woods on fire again. I doubt that'll happen. A car hasn't passed in like 45 minutes. I've been sitting here chilling, trying to get a load of what is about to come. Trying to understand this thing. There's something extremely dark about to hit. What do I get myself into? I mean, it's like being a child out here. I'm on the bike. It's like I'm 9 years old all over again. We're about to get hit by a thunderstorm on the bike for the first time in like 35 years. Out here, that is. Let's hope we're not going to be running from the dogs like we've run from the cops. Here comes the white sky, followed by the heavy rain. Unforgettable out here. Like the good old days, long time ago. At the beach, what they call it, just on the other side of the lake. Pop-up thunderstorms and rainstorms like this come out of nowhere. It'll blow you right out of the water. Check it out. There they go. The yappers. Hey, baby girl. Second I try to go, they're going to chase after me. Of course I love dogs. Look at them. Uh-oh, more lightning. It's alright, guys. You don't need to be worried about me. What I tell you about this place? You think it's safe to get by? It does not take a long time to get around the lake like it did a long time ago when you were a kid, you know. I mean, practically it's only been like 17 minutes. But I stopped twice for like 6 minutes each. About time I got a chance to ride my bike around this thing. For the first time since I was like 11 years old. I mean, really though, you can only ride bikes when you have full tires, right? When you have air in the tires. About to cross this thing on my bike for the first time in a long time. Oh boy. Better get out of the middle of the road. I'm more afraid of the lightning strikes than I am people coming down here. At the moment, that is. Boy, they are still bumping. Where does it come from out here? I remember this one time, my brother and I were trying to do some jackass style stunt out here, run our bikes. The plan was for us to intersect, to be the first person here. He came down this side, I came down this side, and we crashed into each other, going at least 25 miles an hour. You talk about painful. Unforgettable. I skidded my left knee, hurt my right ankle a little bit. That was quite the impact. Fell off the bike and slid in that direction right there. That was a long time ago. Times have changed. But the roads never do. Just trying to make my rounds on the bike. There's one trail I want to get on though. It's up in the woods up here on the left. That thing has been there for 35, 40 years. It's amazing how long things like that can last. With just a minor bit of human influence. It's probably grown up since last May. I mean, this past May. Did I miss it? No, it's right here. Amazing how long things can last in places like this. It's like it never changes. Of course, the second I get up here, there's 2 cars. Go figure. I'm always doing the shadiest thing. Well, make that 3 cars. See, I asked for it. I asked to be like a kid again. I used to do all this all the time. You would have to wait until a car quit coming. Haven't walked through this path since 1989. Look at me ducking out. No timber rattlesnakes. I didn't think to look for them back then. Gotta think about that now. I'm just gonna walk up here, and that is all. Gotta connect the points, you know. Oh, heavy duty bag. For real though. All the people that lived on this side of the road over here, they like to ride their motorbikes up and down the ditches. Watch that be the Harris County Sheriff Department. We got a call about somebody in a white t-shirt. It's me picking up the garbage. I wonder if that container right there dates back to like the late 80s. No, I'm not gonna grab it. It's sentimental, I hear. A bacon fries. I'm having a blast. It's like I'm 11 years old again. Let me go ahead and pick up the garbage. Like I did a long time ago, when I was a child. No timber rattlesnakes. Time for some community service. Go figure, the mirror. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to take the main road. I don't want to have to deal with the little innocent little cute puppies back there again. They chased my butt down. They saw me coming from a mile away. Why else do you think I had to stand there for like 7 minutes? Because I didn't want them to chase me away from their house, or else I would have to carry them back. They were cute though. Don't get me wrong about that. They were adorable. Ain't nothing like community service in heaven. Watch out for the timber rattlesnakes. Acting all crazy out here. Maybe I can use this one later. I don't know. Let's don't trash the life. Someone's watching me from their front porch. They did exactly what I was saying earlier. They're standing at the screen door with it propped open, trying to get a better view of what I'm doing. I'm picking up the garbage. I guess they don't see people come out and do it out here. Won't be surprised if there's transitional paleo up in this thing right here. I will not be surprised. Where's my easy escape at? Those little guys are going to be coming around that corner real quick. There they go, here they come, here they come. Watch this. Oh dang, I guess somebody's still sitting in their vehicle. The brake lights are on. The tire chasers. They're going to hear us coming, and they're not going to let us go. We're going to have to walk away from them as slowly as possible. They're so adorable, though. They're so cute. It's okay, you know me, you know me. I mean, look at them. They don't mean any harm. They're friendly. They're just following my every move. This one here is named Tiger. They cut them like a tiger. They trim them like a tiger. Look at them. Tiger, come on, guys, you gotta go home. Don't follow me all the way around to the other side of the lake. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Looks just like Panola Mountain. Looks like some places over there by the Chattahoochee. The little waterfall of Pine Lake. See, if I'm not too careful, I can easily transplant myself much closer to home with just a single thought. I think when I was about maybe 11 years old, 10 years old, I made it way up there. When it was much more private than it is now. You don't always have people watching you. Quite the place for paleo to hang out. Or maybe just early archaic. Hope nobody's messing with the Da Vinci vehicle. It's parked on the side of the road. Oh yeah, it also looks like Stone Mountain too. This is the first spot where I started my rock hounding when I was a youngin'. About 9 years old. Found the waterfall of Pine Lake. Coming up here on the bike. Looking for rocks. Looking for the crystals and stuff. You can believe I'm not going to be leaving out of here until I leave my handprint in that sand right there to take a picture, Da Vinci style. Wish I wasn't this tired though. I mean, it's been a good long vacation. Check this out. No, not the can with the bullet hole in it. This thing right here. I totally forgot about this. The rock structure. It's probably not that old, but we might be surprised. It's probably been like this since the olden days. Thought I saw something. Like they could have had a home site out here before they turned it into a lake, you know? I mean, these rock walls and stuff are all over the place out here. And they look like they've been here for at least 100 years. They're all over the place out here. Dang it, more crap to get. It's a heavenly place. It deserves to be cleaned up. Hope you like my little exploring videos. I know they're not much. I mean, look at that. I mean, that probably only dates back to like the 1930s. Probably a lot older though. Oh dang, there's a pile of stuff up there. Oh yeah, go figure, it's behind somebody's new house that they built probably 11 years ago. Now, of course, this is not that old. Yeah, I'm headed out. I'm not going to go too much further. Things change over time when it comes to ownership. A lot different, a long time ago, 30 years ago. Of course, there's that right there. Now these days, I'm in somebody's private heaven. Just picking up the garbage. A different kind of memento for my travels. One down, one to go. One last handprint before I get out of here. It's starting to rain. People are starting to drive around thinking about the vehicle parked on the side of the road up there probably. And I'm out here doing Da Vinci style things. Welcome home. Well, not technically, it's my old home. From a long time ago, thanks to Grandpa and Grandma. It taught us a lot when it comes to living in the country. Loaded down in heaven. Ain't nothing like community service. I look so strange out here. I feel so out of place. But my place is heaven, right? It is. I'm always trying to pick it up. I don't think I'm going to be getting any kind of nasty grams or Atlanta style parking citations that are automated on the Da Vinci vehicle windshield. But who knows? Dang. Where the heck am I going to find room for that? You'll never believe what I just found in this ditch. No, it's not an archaic blade or anything like that. It's something a lot less interesting. Besides picking up the garbage, Dang, why am I always working in heaven? People should be able to come out here and pick all this stuff up. Why do I have to drive all the way from ATL? I mean, they live in a perfect place. Well, there's a lot of perfect places like this. Don't get me wrong about that. But come on now, get a load of this thing right here. I'm definitely adding this thing to my ball collection. Hey, it's not even soft, it's hard as a rock. That's Da Vinci style. It's like a Metatron ball. What you know about that? X marks the spot. Look at that thing. That's weird though. It's almost like, hold on, let me think about this. It's my colors. Yellow, blue, green, and white. X marks the spot. Well, there's a little bit of red in it too. Dang. Beautiful. What kind of ball is this? As hard as a rock. Definitely not going to be throwing that thing away. Great find for today. An actual memento for my travels. Pine Lake, late July, 2023. Another trip out. Got to walk around on the dirt roads. Got to ride the bike. Gotta head back to ATL. Here come the Yap Yak dogs in the middle of the road. I'm not on my bike this time, little guys. You're so cute. Here they come. Hit the gas. Going to be a long drive back to Atlanta, even though it's technically about 100 miles to get back home. definitely not going to be my last trip here. Hey, look at that. The fake treasure is up to $999 million. So surprised the check engine light hasn't started flashing yet. Welcome to my city. It's like I'm always filming for the first time. But I used to always be out taking pictures of the skyline a long time ago. Non-stop. That one they gotta fix. North, 3 left lanes. I think I might have it right this time.